Hey everyone, it's Lori from Scraps by Sissy. Happy Thursday! I hope your week is going well. We went from hot weather to hot weather. Apparently last week while we were in St. George, Utah, it was very nice and cool here. I guess we brought the heat back with us. So, look at all these cards. Isn't that amazing? These were the swap cards I got while I was in St. George. I did get a few of my own back. This was mine. I wasn't happy with it, but I was convinced by my helpers to go ahead and go with it, and apparently quite a few of the ladies liked it, so that was good. We had to make 78 swap cards for this. The event was put on by the lady that I take training from, Rhonda Wade, for incentive trip achievers. So basically, this last year when those of us that achieved the trip, it got canceled, and Rhonda took it upon herself to set up this event in St. George, and there was about 80 of us there. And to give you some perspective on the whole incentive trip thing, there's like 54,000 demonstrators, and 437 earned that trip. And then out of that 437, there was 80 of us. So I felt like I was in Hollywood with the elitist group. I'll tell you what, there was some amazing women there. So I thought I'd just show you a few of these. It would take us an hour or better to go through all of these, but so many beautiful cards. And you will be seeing some of these. In fact, today's project is casing one of those cards, and it's using the Sweetest Cherry bundle. Oh, and I should say, if you happen to join me this morning, please say hello. I'm hoping this works. The last time this happened, I didn't see anybody. There was a hiccup in my video, and it didn't record. So hopefully that's not the case. So please let me know if you're here. Like I said, this is just a few of them. Aren't they cute? I have this set. I can't wait to play with that one. That's from the bottle set. Let's see, what have we got here? Another one with the swimsuit. Here's that Abigail Rose paper along with the Hues of Happiness bundle. There's some of the tea paper. But aren't these beautiful? This is from Monica Davis. This one I thought was adorable, using the He's All That with that little van, and then I forget, it's a tie-dye background stamp. I don't know what it's called, but I thought that was perfect for that image. Who did this one? This one was from Meg Lovin. Here's another one. This looks like that stamp, what is that? No, cut, shuffle. You remember that technique I did? I can't remember what it is. Oh, hi, Beth. Oh, good, you can see me. I was worried. Aren't there's so many. Look at this one. How simple is that? You cut 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of that designer series paper, blend on some ink, and stamp. Isn't that gorgeous? This one is by Connie Bear. I don't know who that is. There's another beautiful one. Look at that one. This one, the lady, her name is Jane Stahl. She did these with the entire pack of designer series paper. Her helper just cut all of the foil with that flower, and it's the, let's see if I can get into this. We did this technique last year sometime. So you cut the card front a little short, and then you use the piece of designer series paper. So you can see both sides of it. Isn't that gorgeous? That's that chic, textured chic paper. Isn't that pretty? And anyway, this kind of gives you an idea of all of the cards that I got. Look at this one with all the sparkle. Isn't that pretty? This is by Tamara Davis. She's the one who has an Etsy shop that you can have bone folders. Oh, speaking of bone folders, She made these for all of us that attended. So if you're looking for a good little crafty gift for a friend, go to Etsy and see if it's on here. Oh, go to tadamoments.com and you can order. She does engraving, she does t-shirts, all kinds of fun stuff. So, and here's one by, I know this one. Yep, it's from my good friend Carol. She was my roomie. And there's some more of that butterfly. So, I mean, you can see there is just a whole bunch to look at. Case. Oh, there's one of those little pigs. So cute. And there's some more of that Abigail Rose. I don't have that stamp and bundle set yet, but guess who's going to be getting it? And then those sweet little elephants. That little face. I can't. Oh, and this is from my new good friend Jenna. She actually was inspired by the TV show The Chosen to make this card. Isn't that beautiful? That's what that new fish bundle. It's another one I don't have, but I bet we get it here before too long. Okay, so let's just put these aside so we can get started on our stamping. It was just like Christmas when I got all my cards. Hang on a second. Okay, so I'll show you the card that I'm casing. Oops, we forgot one. Set him over here. Okay, so this is another one of my swaps. This was from Jeanette Swain. And I loved the red, the black, and the plaid together. So, you know me, queen of casing, I had to put my spin on it. Here's my card. It's the same yet different. So let me give you the measurements for today's card. So the card base is in Sweet Sorbet. It's cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and it's scored at 4 1/4. I have 2 pieces of basic black cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4. 2 of the basic white at 3 3/4 by 5. And then I have a piece of the 20, 22, 20, 24 in color designer series paper cut at 2 inches by 3 3/4. I probably could have trimmed this down, but this entire card was made with scrap, so you just go with what you got. I've got a little 1/2 inch piece of the in color glimmer paper, and it's a 1/2 inch by 3 3/4. And then, of course, we have our envelope. So, I'll put her card aside. And if you decide to shop with me today, if you use this host code when you shop, you can go to today's blog post at, that's my online store. Use that host code. I will send you a packet to create this card plus an embellishment if your order is $40 or more using that host code. So let's get started. Take everything out. Have you got the cherry bundle yet? It's so cute. I've got some really cute cards coming with this one. Yeah, it's just a very, very cute stamp set. And you'll see that here in a second. The inks we're using are Sweet Sorbet, Garden Green. Don't those make good Christmas colors? I thought so. And then Memento Black. I'll push that out of the way for a minute. And then we're also going to do some sponging, some gluing. Here's the stamp set. I love this big, bold, sweet, as you can see, because I stamped it on the inside of my card. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm not going to promise this is going to be a perfect video after being away for a week. You just never know with me. Fortunately, it's just Chloe and I here in the studio. So that's good. The boys went home with their mommy. We're also going to use some of those iridescent pearls. They're really pretty. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, my circle is die cut with the new Stylish Shapes. And then, hi Karen, how are you? How are those boys doing? Now it's nice and quiet in here since they're over at your house. So this is die cut with the Stylish Shapes. This is die cut using the layering circles, and they fit perfectly. So we're going to attach those two together. I'm going to create my card base first, so that way I can determine where about I need to stamp my sentiment on the front. And like I said, it's just a piece of basic white. And I liked the little polka dots on this piece to go with the black gingham. It just gave it such a sweet little look. Very farmhouse slash country-ish. Okay, there we go. Then we're going to add our little piece of glimmer paper. The glimmer paper is actually an ombre too. It has an ombre to it. You can see it's getting a little bit lighter there. It's very cute. And it comes in all of the new in colors. Okay, so there's that. We're just going to set this here because we know that's where our circle's going. And we'll get our stamp out. And I did ink this yesterday, so that should be good to go. And it's a photopolymer, so I'm going to use my Stampin' Pierce mat to give it a little bit of cushion. I think I need to clean up my work area. What do you think? Jeez. Should have seen the desk yesterday when I was trying to create this. Oh boy. I am not a neat crafter at all. Okay, so he's going to go there. We're going to stamp this right about there. I like the way it kind of hugged the circle, the scallop circle. Okay, so now we'll go ahead, let's put this away because I know I'll put my fingers in it. We'll add our ribbon to it. I'm gonna just add some adhesive down the side here. I'm gonna take my gingham ribbon and I'm just going to tuck it into the adhesive on the back, and then we're going to trim it and tuck the other side in. I call it the cheater method. My good friend Carol says, well, that's not cheating, that's the way I do it. So maybe we're both cheating. Alright, so we'll just lay that into the adhesive, add a little more here. We're going to glue this onto our basic black. Alright, set him aside. Set him there. Okay, we'll glue him to the card front. I think I already need to turn the AC down. It's pretty warm in here. Whew. I am not ready for summer. How about you? I'm supposed to get up to, what is it, 100 tomorrow? 101? I don't know. Still better than what Vegas is going to be. Vegas is supposed to be like 111 this week. Ugh, we got out of there just in time. Okay, so I'm going to add some dimensionals. There we go. To this. Because there's no stamping on him. We'll stick him right about there. Now let's tie a quick bow. Hopefully it goes well. You never know. There we go. Pull his little leg. Not too bad. Okay, now we'll tighten him up. Alright. Not too bad. Now I'm going to use a mini glue dot. The set of mini glue dots I have here, they're a little bigger than normal. They're out of a paper pumpkin kit. You know how we are, we save everything. And it works perfectly. So I'm going to set him there. I think my scallop circle's a little high. That's okay. Alright, so we'll set our bow right there so it hugs. Okay, well, we're almost done with the front. Now we're going to stamp our cherry. And where did I put my stamps? Here they are. And we're going to use that Sweet Sorbet. It's kind of a pinky red, I think. Okay. Now I know there's a way to stamp all the pieces all at once, but come on, this is Lori you're talking to. She's never going to get that right. Alright, so we're just going to slide that under there. Oops, see what I mean? Okay, we'll just trim that. Cut that little piece so we can get in there. Slide him in just like that. That's the nice part of holding the punch upside down. You can see right where you're punching. Okay, set him there. Now we're going to stamp the stem. Had to think of the word for a minute. I'm going to stamp that in the garden green. Let's put this guy away. So I don't need him at the moment. Put him away. Don't need him at the moment. And we're going to stamp the stem. I'm just going to stamp it right here. And we'll punch him out. Get him all lined up. There we go. Set him there. Then we're going to stamp, where did I put it? Right here in front of me. Stamp the leaf, and I'm going to stamp him off. I'll just stamp him up there. And then I'm going to stamp the veining. I know there's probably a more technical word. And I'm just going to stamp him. It's hard to see with the glare and the lights. Close enough. Okay, so now we'll punch him out. Oh, the silence. There we go. Got him. All right. So now we're going to use my glue. And I'm just going to add a little dot. This is our liquid glue, multi-purpose glue that I just added into this little container I got off of Amazon. And you get a little bit more control. You don't get a big glob. All right, I'm going to stick him right there. And now I'm going to add a little bit to the leaf. Well, that was a little bit. Okay, stick that leaf right there. Oops. There we go. Got him. All right. Set him aside for a moment. We're going to put him on the card front with dimensionals. And there we go. Oh, that's so cute. The Sweetest Cherries, right? Pun, pun, pun. Okay, so now we'll add some of these iridescent pearls. And what I liked about the pearls is the iridescent shimmer or whatever this is on there picks up the red, I think. At least in my opinion. Okay. Card front's done. Isn't that cute? Now once this dries really good, you can always add some Wink of Stella. I didn't want to do that this time, but you know, that's always an option. So now let's do the inside and the envelope. Okay, so we're going to do the inside first. And I'm just going to repeat that cherry. And normally I stamp off on my inside, but I really like the boldness of the red and the black together, so I just did it all. Okay, so if you see my head, I'm sorry. I got to see what I'm stamping here. There. Now we got to do the leaf again. It's the vein. Okay, stamp it off. This time I'm going to bring that leaf down here. There we go. Now I'm going to stamp the veining. There we go. And now we're going to do that big old sweet, here it is. Sorry. Here we go. Shenanigans are beginning. Oh, look at what a mess my table is. I just looked up at my laptop. That's what I get for not paying attention. Yuck. Okay. I told you I'm not a... Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Shoot. I forgot to sponge on... I'm going to leave it because I'll mess it up. Okay, so I'll show you the front, the card front here. I knew I was going to forget something. Okay, you see the difference? And had I sponged it, you wouldn't have seen this white here. But it, oops. But it gives it a little more depth by sponging around the edges. So, I'm sorry, forgot that part. I'd forget my head if it wasn't attached. Alright, so let's go ahead and stamp this and move on. Okay, make sure he's good and inked up because this is such a bold stamp. We're going to put him right there. Oh, I love that. That's so in your face. You're sweet. I know, I get excited over the littlest things, right? Okay, so we'll add him to that piece of basic black. And then put it on the inside of the card. The card will be done and we'll just stamp that cherry on the front. and we will have finished this cute little card. Make sure I got the right one. Nope, that's not the right one. Here's the right one. Okay, add that to the inside. Now I know not everyone likes to add so much card stock to the inside of the card, but I thought when I put just the white down, it kind of got lost. It just didn't look right to me. So by adding that extra piece of cardstock, it ties everything together, I think. Again, just my opinion. All right, so now we'll add this cherry to the envelope. And then, once this is done, we're going to put him away. You can see where that would end up. Now the stem. And since it's photopolymer, it makes it a little easier to see where you're stamping that piece at. We'll add him on this side. And then the veining, and we will be all done with our little cherry card. There we go. Oh, I love it. See how fun it is to case cards and put your own spin on it? Okay, let me get my envelope out. Here's the one we just made. The one that I created. And then Jeanette's card. All she did was she masked this, the rest of that saying off of that stamp for her thank you. And she used the, oh gosh, I can't think of them. They're iridescent also. I think they're gems or something. I forget. But you can see the depth on those. Those are kind of hard to mail. But I like the pearls. So what do you think? Isn't that fun? Oh, I've got a lot of cards to case. Oh, well, I thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me. And I wasn't too much of a hot mess today, was I? Well, sorta. Like I said, I got to go over and I have to finish my blog post. There's not much. All the links to my online store and measurements will be listed in that blog post. And again, if you choose to shop with me, I'd be honored. Use this host code, and if your order is $40 or more, I'm going to send you a project packet with the pieces to make the card, and also send you an embellishment. You never know what you're going to get from me. Just like you never know what you're going to get when you show up and watch me live. You guys have a great Thursday, and hey, it's Friday Eve, so the weekend's almost here. Take care.